In some languages, like in English, it's normal to put yourself as an agent of an event, even if it was something accidental. So if I knocked over this glass and it broke, it would be completely normal for me to say, I broke the glass, even if it was a complete accident. I can even say in English, I broke my arm. That's the normal way to say it. In other languages, you would say, the glass broke, or the glass broke itself, or to me it happened that the glass broke, or my arm broke, the arm broke on me, all kinds of other constructions you can imagine. And so some languages distinguish much more strongly between things that are accidents and things that are intentional actions. And what we find is that English speakers are much more likely to look for the agent of an event, even if there isn't one visible, or even if it's an accident. They look for the agent, they blame the agent more, and they remember who the agent is compared to other languages. Or even just in English, if we watch the same event and I say, she broke the glass, as opposed to the glass broke, you're going to want to charge me more for the glass if I said she broke the glass.
It's actually funny because in isiZulu, uxolo means peace, right? And when you say I'm sorry, you say ngiyaxolisa. So which means I'm asking for peace. So there's no word that says I am sorry. So you're asking for peace. So
you're just saying I wish for this conflict to be ended.
Ended, yes.
Yeah. I'm asking for peace to return.
Yes. So I'm asking for peace.
I also love it with, I guess it's in a few languages, but
yeah,
means I am held by hunger.
Yeah.
You don't say I'm hungry. No. You are not hungry. Hunger is holding you.
Yes.
Like the hunger has you.
Yeah.
Because you are not the person who is hungry.
And
the hunger is like doing a thing to you.
And so this, if the cultures are not like in a city with everybody together, it really informs what is going on. Because now we're in a multicultural society,
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we can go like, you can have that discussion about different languages. But if there's only one language, then people are like, no, hunger is not a thing that, what did you just say about hunger? Sorry?
Yeah, I'm saying you are not, you're giving hunger its own agency in a way. Because you are not hungry.
So in the culture as a thing, like almost like historically, they'll be like, we gave hunger an agency.
Yes.
Which, now that I think of it, is with
Are you buffering? That was crazy. I genuinely thought we were like watching a video there for a second. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I saw it. It was real life.
Okay. No,
I think even Lera was like,
no, I don't.
What just happened there?
No, because I got people are saying that I'm all over the place.
Who are these people?
So now what I try and
How many are there?
is I try and form the initial sentence first. Because
but while saying a sentence, that was crazy. Yo, I'm glad there were other people
While
here.
he was talking, I was like,
he buffered. We were watching you. And then I thought my real life internet. I was so thrown there that I was like, am I the only person witnessing this? You were also completely still.
Yes, I was still.
No, you didn't move, Dave.
Yes,
you didn't blink. You didn't move your body.
My own way of living. My own way of living is to talk. But then people are like, you're just saying wild things. So now I'm like, okay.
You wouldn't say that to him though. You
didn't say it. But in general.
Just being.
No, just in general. So then I'm like, okay, if I'm just saying wild things all the time, maybe I should pause for 1 second and then think about the thing I'm going to say.
Wait. What's the name of that culture? The Gupta, was it?
Kukhtai.
The Kukhtai.
Yes.
Kukhtai.
The Kukhtai.
The Kukhtai.
Kukhtai.
Yeah, Dave was like a teller at a bank in Kukhtai. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It would have been better if he did. It would have been better if he did that.
No,
he didn't even because this is an international sign of there's something that's about to happen. He chose no language of like letting you know something is still going to happen. So normally people go like, I was thinking about how so this is the international sign for continue listening because something is still happening.
You're holding space.
Dave, thank you. His language that he chose was complete.
Because I'm doing a new one.
And utter silence. And
it's new. I'm gathering myself. I'm gathering my thoughts. Because sometimes my thoughts are too wild, so I'm trying to make.
We didn't know there was any gathering happening.
Sorry. Okay, here's the thought. because I'm trying to say it in the.
Okay.
Here's the thought. Okay.
Yes, okay,
I've
say the
gathered.
thought. Okay.
I've gathered.
Yes, we're ready.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Here's a question.
Okay,
Here's a
here, we're
question.
listening.
If I farted right now,
Wow. After all of that, this is the gathered thought.
wait,
Jesus, Lera, I'm so sorry.
If
I
I
can't
fart-
apologize
I tried to
enough.
stop him.
You did try. You
I
did try.
farted right now.
Oh, goodness.
There's a question. There's a question. Who would you blame?
You told us you farted.
Well, different cultures would approach this differently.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now, because this is what I'm saying, because arguably, sometimes I didn't want to take it here, but arguably, sometimes when you fart, you are farting. Do you know what I mean? You're going. We all have
You've
you
actually
farted
done
before,
something
Lera?
brilliant
Have
here.
you farted before?
You've actually done something
You
very
know-
brilliant here.
Yes.
I see what you've
Sometimes-
done here.
Yes. So sometimes we go, I am actually farting. Cool.
Yes, I am the fart. I'm
Yes.
the passer of air throughout,
That
yes,
is
through my
what?
body. Yes.
Yes. Then other times, I'm not farting.
Yeah.
But my body's
escaped.
farting.
Yes, a fart has escaped.
You know, I'm being, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is my
this is
body
true.
is farting. You know, that kind of thing. And another time, sometimes my body has refused to stop farting. You know, that kind of
Yes.
thing. You're like, guys, and we flatten
You would make a fantastic field linguist because you're able to delineate all of these different ways of causal involvement.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes. So some languages will make very different grammatical constructions for those different kinds of expulsions.
Yes. So
Expulsions.
in certain languages for real, they would be like, you know, what does that smell? My body farted.
Yes.
Like literally, it wasn't me. I am a gentleman. I would not fart in public. Well, I fart in front of you guys, but not in front of a lady. But and then
Why are
and
we
then-
so unlucky? Why? Why us?
But
A selfish spirit escaped
A
me.
self-reflective fart is the worst kind of fart. The owner, insufferable. The fart you're now.
yes. So
Let me give you an example.
here's an example.
Dave.
Here's a professional example. Yes,
Let me.
You know what? Ne?
professional example.
The fart.
No.
Let me-
You're
let me-
not
let-
gonna fart right now. Are you?
You know what, Dave? Please, we are so sorry.
Let me give you an example. So in English,
Yeah. Sorry, we need a moment. Sorry. Let's gather. Let's also get a chance to gather ourselves. We are so
Right.
sorry. Yesterday, we were on form.
this is perfect.
Oh my goodness.
So take Romeo drank the poison, Socrates drank the poison, Caesar drank the poison. In English, all of those are the same grammatical construction. You can say drank the poison in all three cases. Socrates knows he's drinking poison. He doesn't want to be drinking poison. He's been sentenced to
The
death.
hemlock situation.
Caesar doesn't know he's drinking poison. He thinks he's drinking wine. Someone has poisoned his wine. Romeo wants to be drinking poison and believes he's drinking poison. In English, those are three grammatically the same.
Huh.
There are some languages like Devehi where those would be three different constructions because one is volitional, one is unintentional, one is accidental, and so on, right? And so speakers of those languages have to think, is this person intending to do it? Are they doing it volitionally? Are they doing it knowingly? And so you have to break down the event, whether it's drinking poison or letting something escape your body in a particular way.
You know what? It's the same way. In isiZulu, a king doesn't die, he bows. So they look at it as an involuntary action. A common man dies,
Oh wow.
right? So umuntu ufile,
Yeah.
which means the person has died, but inkosi ikhotheme, which means the king has bowed.
Wow.
So you're right. It's the same action or same result, but viewed from a different lens and obviously described a different way. Because the king is not seen as wanting to leave his people. He just bows.
So now what this makes me wonder is, oh, and by the way, to answer your question, mistress is the original female of master, but then it wasn't used because over time it started to denote negative, but it is in fact mistress.
If I had a hat,
Don't press anything. We've got more What Now after this. You know, back to school season has a way of making every day feel like a race against time. And it's funny how back to school doesn't just affect the kids, it changes everyone's rhythm. Traffic gets worse, calendars fill up, dinners happen later, and suddenly anything that saves you a little time feels like a gift. Whether it's getting breakfast together, packing lunches, or figuring out dinner after a busy day, Whole Foods Market will make your life a little easier. At Whole Foods Market, you can stock up on fast and easy breakfast favorites like frozen waffles or quick egg bites. Fill lunch boxes with organic produce or essentials like cheese sticks and bagged mandarins. Or grab prepared meals for busy evenings. Whatever you need, they've got plenty of convenient options. And because it's Whole Foods Market, you know what you're getting is up to the highest quality standards. In fact, they ban more than 300 food ingredients store-wide, meaning no hydrogenated fats, no high fructose corn syrup in the baked treats, and a great selection of allergen-friendly options for the whole family. If you're really short on time, Prime members can shop at WFM.com and get their first delivery order over $25 delivered free. Terms apply. Shop back-to-school must-haves at Whole Foods Market in store or online.
So this makes me wonder then, does our language influence our society's ability to forgive or blame, or like is it actually hardwired into the language itself? Because if one culture doesn't think that you killed somebody, or you like like in some languages it feels like there's almost super agency. I have done everything. I crashed my car and I killed your family. And I broke my ribs in this accident, and I went to the hospital, and I had surgery, and I healed, and I went home. I am the master of my entire destiny in this world, right?
Yeah.
And then there would be another culture, by your example,
Until
where
you
they're
want
going,
to shirk responsibility, in which case you say...
For insurance.
Yes. But then there would be some cultures where somebody would go, while driving, my car was in an accident. Those people's lives ended because of the accident that occurred. I was taken to a hospital. Surgery was performed upon me because my rib had decided that it was broken, etc., etc., etc.
So here's a question I often ask my students. I say, suppose something terrible happens to a person. How do we achieve justice? Suppose we find the person who did the terrible thing and we punish them appropriately. Has justice been done? And American students say, yes, that is what justice is. You find the person who did wrong and you punish them.
Right.
And then I say, well, what about restitution for the victim? Maybe what we should worry instead about is offering appropriate restitution for the victim. And they sort of secondarily say, yeah, maybe that's also something to think about. And I say, well, what about coming up with some kind of restorative justice where both parties can now live peacefully together and finding some way for them to continue to coexist in society? And that's even further from the normal American model, right? But there are models like this, models of justice like this that exist around the world where people think the primary mode or the primary role for justice is not just to punish the person who did wrong, or not just to restitute the victim, but maybe also to achieve some kind of peace between the parties. And of course, that's not the most native model for American English speakers.
And that's what I was about to ask you, is a lot of that contained in the language itself?
It's hard to know for sure because, of course, justice systems evolve in very complex ways. But in small experiments, you can see that people have different desire to punish agents depending on the language that they speak.
So now let's extend that to interpersonal communications. If you grow up speaking a language, or you speak a language that doesn't necessarily automatically assign guilt, does that then affect your ability to connect people to an action that has been done to you, or an action that has occurred because of the other person? Does that separation actually happen between people on an interpersonal level? You know, so some languages may be like, "Oh, Eugene, you left me," and then in another language it might be, you
are gone.
You are gone from this space,
Yes.
but you didn't leave me because you can't leave me. But you went from this space, and now I am without you, but you didn't leave me. Like, do you find when you're studying this that it changes how people are actually able to connect with each other in an interpersonal setting?
Well, people have different models of what causes things in general, right? So some people believe in fate. So they're very fatalistic cultures where the universe controls all of our actions. And so it's not you deciding to leave. It's just that's what fate foretold. It was written in the great book of the universe. It was written that you would leave and then at some point you would come back and so on. And so where causality and agency comes from will differ from culture to culture. Exactly pinning down that to a feature of language is challenging because there's so many things that create our model of causality.
But when we look at those, okay, let's say we don't look at it as causality or not. Do we find, or has anyone even looked at whether or not some languages are more, or the people who speak certain languages are more or less forgiving than other people who speak other languages?
In small experiments, you can find differences in how much people blame and want to blame and punish an agent in the case of an accident. So when it's something that is an unintentional action, English speakers are more likely to want to blame and punish and will remember more who did it. Yeah.
Damn. That's a big one to think that, like, because your language has told you blame has to be assigned, you then assume that blame is necessary. Pretty much every brand offers rewards these days, but most of them, let's be honest, they aren't that rewarding. Well, starting now, Verizon's doing rewards different, rewards you'll love all year round for every customer. They're introducing Verizon Dollars, which gives you cash back every month just for being a customer. That's it. Plus, you have the flexibility to use those glorious new dollars how you want. Shop with Verizon. Get gift cards for the brands that you love, or transfer them to our partner programs. They're also introducing Verizon Shine, where now, every Monday, you can snag once-in-a-lifetime experiences like NFL tickets across the globe, all-inclusive music festivals, and the chance to meet your favorite stars, plus daily drops, tickets, and pre-sale access all week. So let's recap. Cash back in your pocket every month with Verizon Dollars, and epic experiences from Verizon Shine every Monday all year round. Now those are some rewarding rewards. Only from Verizon. Enroll today at verizon.com.